welcome back to CarbonCraft on the new Gondwanaland server. I am Dan Bear Pig, leader of the Carbon Liberation Front. And well, it's been a while, and I thought I'd release a little video, just a short one with a little bit of an update on what we're doing, kind of a state of the server address sort of a deal. It's about that time, right? It's a brand new year, right at the almost 2 months into it. So why have there not been videos lately? Well, there are a couple of reasons, and I think I'll get the bad news reason out of the way first. I debated whether or not I wanted to share this on this channel because, as I've stated before, I don't want this to be a vlog about my personal life or anything like that. I just want to play some Minecraft, but sometimes there's fun stuff that you want to announce, and I announced something in a couple episodes back when I made that ethically questionable villager breeder. That my wife and I were expecting a kid that we would be having in a couple of months. But unfortunately, that has not gone according to plan, so that is no longer in our near future. So that's pretty unfortunate and has led to a pretty rough couple of months. So that's the main reason that there haven't been any videos is, bad news we've been dealing with and just haven't really felt like putting something together. But with that out of the way, another thing that has been going on is November and December are pretty much very busy for me as far as music goes. I don't have a whole lot of it up on this channel yet, but the other thing that I like to do with my spare time is music. And as Christmas approaches, there's a whole lot to be done with music. And I had a couple of brand new arrangements for brass ensembles that I debuted this year. Unfortunately, I don't have good enough recordings to put on YouTube, but I still have those, and so hopefully in the near future I'll be able to get some better recordings. And maybe next Christmas card we do, I'll have some original music. That's my hope. That's my hope anyway. So I'm ready to get back into this Minecraft stuff. And in the meantime, while I've been just kind of sitting and not doing all the projects that I'd like to do, a lot has actually gone on this server. As you can see, I actually have been hard at work. I've done a lot of landscaping around here. As you can see, my carbon footprint is way up from the last time I released a video, and that's because I've done quite a lot of digging. I've got a time lapse. Well, I don't have a time lapse actually, but I have a before and after because I didn't do this all in one sitting. Obviously, this was a lot of work. A lot of grind, which, as I've said before, I actually find pretty cathartic and satisfying. But it's looking a lot better, and I still have a lot to do. So this place is basically ready for me to actually finally start the spawn castle that I said months ago that I would start working on. And I have some ideas in mind, but I think I've been thinking about what kind of videos I want to release on this. And a lot of the building ones, I do so much putting up and tearing down and adjusting that I don't know if currently I have the time to really put those into a coherent video all at once. So I think mostly what I'm going to do with those is occasionally have an update and show what I've done rather than show, here I am building a thing. Otherwise I'll end up not getting the project started because I'll be waiting for a time that I can record, and I'll end up with sad little houses like that one I have across that mountain, which is definitely going to go, when I know I can build so much more than that. And meanwhile, players such as Traxler, a friend of my brother's, already has something like an iron farm and some really cool stuff going on. I'm going to see if he wants to let me showcase that in a future video. So other than that, I want to do things like quests. I've never raided a woodland mansion. I've done quite a lot of ocean monuments, but I want to do one of those in the near future. I've fought the Ender Dragon before, but in this particular world, Traxler has located and secured the dungeon, or the stronghold rather. So just this past week, we actually all got together and I did another thing that I've never done before, which is summon a dragon for the second time in a world. So rather than entering the end for the first time and just meeting the dragon there, we actually put down some end crystals and summoned it. And chaos ensued. So I'm going to edit that together and put that out as a video in the near future as well. Also, we're still on Minecraft 1.14.4, but we are ready for Spigot for 1.15 and nearly Optifine for 1.15, so I'm also going to update this to 1.15. and I have to track down what is causing these chunks that I'm in right now to sometimes, but not always, crash. Right now we're stable. And I've got a lot of back-end stuff, a lot of loot tables, a lot of data pack stuff that I want to put together. So I have a lot of work cut out for me in this coming year. And in the meantime, the regular releases that I'd like to get back to are SevTech Ages. So last year I released 22 Minecraft videos, which is a lot more than I ever thought I'd be able to do. 15 of those are SevTech Ages modded Minecraft, and 7 of them were here in this world. So at the very minimum, I'd like to release more than that this year. And if you look behind me, actually, you can see some of the fruits of my labor. Look how high up off the ground that villager house is. That's how much I have dug out this landscape. And hopefully, if I've done it right, it doesn't really look like I've dug it out. Not too much. I've smoothed out some of these contours, and that's noticeable. But the last thing I want to do today is head over to here. I mentioned the spawn castle, and I have just one more special thing to do before I close out this video. So, not that you have a choice, but if you'll follow me around this river here. Alright, if you come with me up here, up this hill, hey pig, you're here ahead of me. Alright, let's get out. I have prepared for the occasion a special golden shovel. And right about here, this is where I'm going to build the spawn castle. Like I said, I've got some designs in mind, but it's going to take quite a lot of fiddling. I've done some testing in a creative world for some rough dimensions, but one of the limitations in Minecraft is obviously the walls have to be at least 1 meter thick, because that's the width of a block. And if you want to get really fancy with interior design and stuff, you got to go 2 meters thick so that you can have a different material on the outside and on the inside. And that's probably what I'm going to do. So right now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to officially break ground on the first long-term project of 2020. Are you ready? Here we go. There it is. Ground has been broken. This is the location of the future spawn castle. And I'll show you progress updates as I work on it. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and if you haven't already and you want to see updates on this and on other things that I'm doing with this channel, please like the video and subscribe, and I will see you next time.